Hello everybody, Average Gamer here. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. We're going to do a campaign. We're going to do it in career mode. We're not going to do it in science mode, not career mode. Only because I have my own little personal, we'll say, qualms with career mode. I'm not a fan of the whole money part of the game yet. I don't think it's been fleshed out properly yet in the contracts and stuff. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do the science mode in 1.2. Mainly because of some stuff with 1.2's career mode that I've noticed, but nonetheless, so we are going to set up our settings here to make sure. First things first, the comm network that we're gonna go with, it's gonna be on for sure. We're gonna allow reverting flights because every now and then you got to run a computer sim, right, to simulate your mission to see how it works out. We're gonna do quick loading. We're not gonna respawn our characters. We're gonna include stock vehicles just to be lazy a little bit, maybe sometimes. I turned this on, so our Kerbals should start with base, stats, meaning they're all level 1 basically. Right now, if this was off, for example, then they'd all start with maximum experience. But we're gonna turn it on. I'm also going to tell it so that they level up immediately. They don't have to level up right when they hit the ground. Just level up immediately. If they learn something new, they shouldn't have to go all the way back to the Kerbal Space Center to go, oh, hey, I know how to do this now. It's just, oh my god, I figured this out. You don't have to go to bed to learn something new, right? If you figured something out. So, there we go. Negative science. That's new. I think we're going to turn that on. I think we want to turn that on. We want to do require signal for control. So we're going to turn this on, meaning that the only way we can control our probes and our rovers is if they have a signal, which means we got to build up a network, which is something we're going to do. We're going to accept all that. Good to go. Here we go. So there are many tutorials out there and stuff like that, so I'm not going to go too into depth into certain things, but nonetheless, I'm going to explain things as I go for the first little part. So this is the Kerbal Space Center. Here is the Research and Development Building. This is all the stuff we got to unlock. As we progress, we unlock better stuff. Here is the tracking station. Here is how we track additional stuff. So that's Kerbin all the way in there. We got all the different planets. We got Elo all the way out the outside. Then we got Jewel. Then we got Duna. Then we got Drez. Then we got Duna. Then we got Kerbin. It looks like we got some asteroids, what I'm thinking. We got Eve and we got Moho. So we're still third rock from the sun at least. Oh, you can turn the comm net on and off. Nice. Good to know. Because you can actually see your comm network. That's impressive. Over here is the Asteroid Complex. This just shows you all your guys over here and who you can have over there. There's no limit to those guys. Administrative building, we're not in career mode, so we're not too worried about that. That's where you can change up certain plans, like certain amount of science from every mission goes to make you money. Money goes to science, things like that. Here is the spaceplane hangar. This is where you design your space planes, which right now we don't really have the technology for, but we're going to do a couple things early on that will, we'll say, kind of glitch the game out or bug the game out a little bit. This is the launch pad. This is where, pretty much we launch our rockets. Here is the runway. And, most importantly, oh, you can use WASD for this thing. I didn't know that. Interesting. Well, we're going to go with the vehicle assembly building. So, a couple things you want to do first is obviously farming science at the beginning of the game is pretty much a requirement. So what you do, start off with a capsule, because we don't have unmanned technology right now. And, well, we don't even need that. Grab some science. I'm going to grab 2. Just do like that. And we don't really have anything as of yet. So we're just going to go like this. Nothing crazy. Nothing fancy. Nothing spectacular. just this. This is basically the Kerbal Space Program way of saying, let's test some stuff here. Let's see what we need here. So we're going to firstly, we're going to do a crew report. We got 1.5 science out of that. We're going to observe the mystery goo. We're going to take that. We got 3 science out of that. Right click on this one. Observe the mystery goo as well. Get another 3 science. Technically, we're only going to get whatever this is out of this one. One thing I do know about certain things, like for example the mystery goo here, once you do a test on it, it becomes inert. You can't use it again. What we're going to do now is do an EVA. Now, a couple things you need to know about this game. First off, you'll notice that there's a bit of a gap right here. Technically, Jebediah here, I think it's Jebediah, is currently flying. If we right-click on him and tell him to do an EVA, oh, they fixed it. Usually say flying above the launch pad, flying above shores, things like that. All right, and we're going to take a surface sample, and we're going to board. And we're going to recover the vessel. So that is just a quick little way of getting some early science on. Usually I'll do this at least twice. Jebediah, which is pretty good. We're actually going to do it one more time. Basically, we're farming out as much science as we can. So we're going to right-click now. We're going to crew report. Can't get anything there, so we're going to get rid of that. We're going to right-click and do observe the mystery goo. 0.2 science there. Observe the mystery goo. We're going to do another EVA. EVA, please. Nothing there. Good. And take surface sample. And we got 2.3 science there. We're going to board. And we're going to recover the vessel again. Pretty much rinse and repeat. Your first few missions is... You're never going to get 100% science. Does he not level up? Or does he have to do a lot to level up? I think he has to fly and level up and stuff like that. So, pretty much this is your go-to at the beginning, right? All you want to do is kind of build up your science, unlock some new parts, and get to space. You don't need all the science from Kerbin. Pretty much, if you farm the science around here real quick, you can do pretty good pretty fast. So we're going to go into the research and development building and unlock our first techs. So we're going to unlock because we have 19 science up here. This one is going to cost us 5 science, and we're going to get 4 parts. We're going to get a new Communitron. We're going to get 2 of them, actually. We're going to get the 16 and the 16S. The 16S extends, while the 16, Communitron 16 extends, right? So it's an actual antenna that extends out. The 16S is basically it's like a mounted antenna, basically, and it doesn't extend. It's just there. I think it's they're both I can't remember what it's called when you project. Also in every direction as well. We're also going to get a static coupler, which is important with what we're going to do next, and a Science Junior. So this is our next little science spammer. We're also going to unlock basic rocketry, which is going to give us some extra parts, and that gives us 9 science left over, which is close for this. This is what we're going to want to get next, the survivability. That gives us heat shields, radiators, drogue chutes, landing gear, the service bay, which in my eyes is very important. We're also going to want to get stability, because that gives us radial decouplers, things like that. And general rocketry, the next level up, gives us the big thumper, rocket booster, better fuel tanks, and things like that. We're going to exit out. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to modify our last build a little bit. We're going to get rid of these, and we're just going to put on that. That's it. That's all we're going to change. And all we're going to do is we're going to launch. We're going to right-click and observe the mystery bay, or the bay. We're going to get 7.5 science. We're going to keep it. We're going to recover our vessel. Simple as that. Good way to, as I said, get a lot of science early on. We're going to then just launch again and get some more science. Then the next thing we'll probably do is we're just going to observe the bay again. And you see there's just a little bit more there that we can get still, so we're going to keep that. And we're going to recover the vessel. I believe the maximum you can get is, I think it's like 70 some odd percent. Or something like that out of it. Which is kind of funny. It's like, well, you can probably eke out as much science as you want out of something. You'll never get all the science, which, you know what, you never worry too much about. So right now we've got, how much science do we have here? I look up on our board. We got 18. I think that's enough to unlock. I'm actually going to go with survivability. That gives us the heat shield. And the extra drogue chutes. So we're going to close that up. Go to the vehicle assembly building. And we're going to build ourselves our first rocket. So, first thing we want to do, obviously, parachute. We're going to open this up. And we're going to put internally to it, ×2. I want to put 2 mystery goo containers. We're going to rotate them up. There we go. So they're now both up there. So now as we fly up, we'll be able to utilize them. I'm also going to put in one of these communitrons as well. There we go. Oh, I can actually put it on top of... Actually, I'm going to put it up there. What am I doing? I just want one. Weight becomes a big deal. This is going to show us just how good the networking is. We're going to close that for now. We're going to put you there. We're also going to put that there. That should help us. We're also going to then add 2 drogue chutes. These will help us. They're smaller parachutes. They'll help us kind of slow down. And then we're also going to add 2 more primary parachutes. These are actually going to do their job and actually slow us down. We're not going to get to that stage just yet. We're going to have a decoupler right about there. I want to have 2 fuel things and an engine. Okay. Actually, you know what? This is going to be a little overkill for our first rocket, actually. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to take things in stride. We're going to take things in steps. But that there. We're going to go mystery goo containers. Now, a couple things you want to learn or know is with the physics in the game, especially with the we'll go with, you know, this thing right now for the for as is. You want a lot of weight near the top-ish, where the parachute's going to go. Because what will happen is this thing will actually cause... You'll see it kind of waving like this as you come in. And having these 2 mystery goo containers up high will help stabilize it. And you won't use SAS as much. Even though they have fixed the SAS system. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw on a U. And we're going to launch. So in this case, we're going to want to go... We're pretty much going to go straight up and come back down again. But we're going to try and aim a little bit to the right. Aim it towards the water. We're going to hit T to turn on our stability assist system. I'm going to tell it to... Well, no, we can't actually do any of these yet. Okay. Make these... Oh, there's the interior underlay. So you can actually see in by hitting the interior button. Where he is, there's his oxygen. Okay. And here we go in 3, 2. Make sure our stages is good. It is 1. This might be really loud. I apologize. Go. We're going to observe the boo. We're going to keep that. We're also going to do that. Keep that. We're going to do a crew report. Keep that. And we're going to go this way. We're also going to try and spin around a little bit. There we go. Well, we're going fast. We're going to also... Oh, no. So I hit this, but this and this were on the same... So I'm going to try... wiggle that booster off. We're still going up. How high are we going to get? Well, there's our apogee there. There's all our connections to this to the planet. Well, we just hit our apogee there, 13,000. So what we're going to do is try to flip a little bit. Come on. Flip me. And close those doors. I'm also going to do... We'll review this one real quick. Fly high above Kerbin. Okay. What are you? Flying high above Kerbin. Yep. And what we're going to do... We're deploying the chute, and we're going to try and cause it to flip over here. Come on. Come on, flip over. Flip over. We're too stable. We're too bloody stable. Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Oh, it did not... Oh, it, like, pushed itself right into us. That's why. There we go. We're just going to jettison the heat shield instead. Right click there. Observe the mystery goo. This should be above the water or something like that. Nope, not yet. So we're in a physics warp. And you'll see... Yeah, I never do that. That's actually a bad idea. You'll see right here. It shows our strength right now. We're currently connected to the Kerbal Space Center. Which is really good. We're going to right click here. We're going to observe the mystery goo. We're going to go there. Now what we're going to do is try to eke out. There we go. We're going to EVA. Right click. We're going to do an EVA. We're above the water. We're going to get another 3.2 science. We're also going to take a surface sample and get 12 science because we're over the water. We're also going to right click and take data. We're going to store it all. We're going to hop back in and we're going to take another crew report. You can only have one crew report at any given time. And there we go. We're going to recover the vessel. You can only recover a vessel when it's on Kerbin and when it's no longer moving. So we got 57 science in total. We made 54.2 science in this mission. We got 2 from a crew report while we're in the water, 12 from the surface sample, from the water sample, I should say. When we were on the EVA, we made 3.2 science from that. When we got the crew report as we took off, we got another 3.5 science there. The mystery goo while flying when we took off made a 7 science. We got 17.5 science from the materials study from the Science Junior while we were flying. The mystery goo itself in the water gave us 4 science. We got another 5 because the actual vessel survived. Kerbin or Jebediah is good to go. So it looks like that option that we turned on doesn't count in science mode. But speaking of science mode, let's unlock the stability. Actually, can we... Yeah, it's 30, and then we're going to unlock... Ooh, I want this, though. This gives us batteries, the storage unit, 2 hot thermometer. It also gives us radiator panels, though. I'm really not in the mood for radiator. Okay, so we're going to go with stability. General rocketry to give us more engines and stuff. Then we're going to remember we got about 30-odd science to get to this. Because they're all 45. Advanced rocketry gives us the Thud fuel engine. The Terrier, which is really good in space, not so much in on Carbon itself or any other planet. This is one of the better fuel tanks. Ground construction or general construction is no big deal. I mean, we can have a crew cabin for aircraft and things like that. Aviation's gonna be good. We can unlock aircraft. Flight control, well, good for control. Last but not least, basic science. So we got the high grain antenna, the Probidobidobidobidobidobidine Stay Pucknick. Nice. What I would like to get, we want to get basically, one of the things we would want to get is electronics in conjunction with basic science, mainly because there's the batteries that we want here, but there's also that right there, the photovoltaic panels, aka solar panels. Okay, but that's going to be the end of this episode. In the next episode, we're going to try and go higher, further, and faster. See you guys then. Bye-bye.